I think that the framework challenges us to help them personalize that and then take it with them as they leave.
Every class period we have things that we're learning, and we always leave with something to do with it. And then at the start of the next class, it's come back and report.
I try to write better exam questions that help me assess this higher level of learning, and I hope that after they leave class that they give them some more food for thought to build even further.
When I have students come up to me either during the class or after class to tell me something that they've done with what I taught them, or something that they've done with what I introduced to them in the course, I consider that success.
I've been very involved in trying to get our students to take a lot of their work to both conferences outside the university. We've got a group of students now that's regularly going to the National Undergraduate Conference in Literature. So getting them to share their ideas with other people outside of the department, and actually convincing them that there are places to get their ideas published.
What we really like is a very strong feedback cycle. So students get a lot of feedback and rapid feedback, so they know how to improve. And that they get a lot of interaction with teachers, tutors, and other students.
The questions that a student can generate about the subject material are arguably more important in measuring their learning than the answers.
It's because when they go out into the world, they have to engage this material, they have to apply it to their lives, and then ultimately they have to determine, have I changed because of this material?
Finding ways to assess students' understanding at the beginning of the course and do a post-test, during perhaps the middle of the course and the end of the course, on identifying key measures. Those are the types of things that I think would be best in measuring improvement.
Improvement's tough because there's the standard ways of measuring that. We give exams or we write papers or what have you. But again, because such of a focus is on what are you doing with this material in your life, I think one of the best ways that we measure improvement is by having students self-report their improvement and measuring it themselves.
When I assess learning, I tend to enter a project with particular goals in mind. I have a set of skills that I will introduce to my students at the beginning of the class and that then show up on rubrics.
The framework has identified principles that are true across cultures. So as we help students prepare, we help them engage, we help them want to improve, see the need to improve, that's applicable wherever they go.
I don't believe that any student who comes to this place comes here by accident. I believe that the Lord calls us here to this space to learn from each other. And teachers need to be learning right along with students that need to be learning, and together, if we engage in that process together, something beautiful and creative comes out of this place.
In interacting with multiple cultures, I have the opportunity to prepare, to teach, and prepare a learning environment, and my engagement ends up being very multicultural.
I know they're here for a reason. I know that they're in my class for a reason, and that's a huge obligation on both of our parts to make the best of this time that we have together.